you're gonna want to stay tuned for this very delicious treat for doggies. We'll see you back in 30 seconds.
Let me tell you a story about the baddest dog there ever was. Sneaking food from the fridge, tearing up the garbage. He's a goofy old Dexter the dog. He's a bad Dexter the dog. The baddest pup that there ever was. Seat stealing all day long, howling like a junkyard dog.
The first step is to melt your coconut oil over low heat, stirring continuously. However, I am using the stove, so I just have it setting there and it's melting. So then we're going to take our melted coconut and we're going to pour it into our blender. Next, we're going to add a half a cup of blackberries. Blueberries aren't the only nutritional berries out there. Blackberries are full of vitamin C, they're high in fiber, manganese, and they're a good source of vitamin K. And of course, we have our antioxidants. Blackberries are also antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. So let's put these babies in. Alright, next we have raspberries. These are actually one of my favorite berries. This is obviously a pet treat, but I love raspberries and chocolate. Raspberries contain quercetin, which is a naturally occurring flavonoid that reduces inflammation. It's great for allergy season, so we'll pop that in there too. And what about basil? This smells so good. Dexter was wondering, what is it? I let him take a sniff of it. He's like, okay, I'm not going to eat it fresh, so we're going to mix it in with this treat. Basil is also anti-inflammatory, and it helps strengthen the immune system. It's also good at detoxifying the liver, so it's a great thing to add into our treats. And of course, this is super simple. We're just going to put the lid on it, and then 1, 2, 3. Now, if you are part of my Patreon group, you will see that I made a blooper. So the blooper was, this is actually a new mix, because if you add warm coconut oil to cold, halfway frozen berries, the coconut oil is going to solidify, and then you have a big chunky mess. So I started over, so this is round 2. I poured my coconut oil in at room temperature. My berries were no longer cold and frozen, and then I blended it up. You're going to want to take your mix and pour it into something that's going to be easier to pour into your molds. So I tend to use either a measuring cup or even a piping bag. Next, you're going to want to have your molds of choice, and the quantity you're going to get is going to depend on how big your molds are. My handy tip is to place your molds on a cookie sheet so that when you put them in the freezer, they're not going to be wobbly. You're just going to take your mixture and pour them into the cavities. And since I have some extra but not really enough for a whole mold, I'm going to try putting them in these paper cups. And it definitely looks like some of the probably raspberry seedy parts settled to the bottom. So you might want to do a really good mix before you start your pour. So next up, my little sloppy mess is going to go into the freezer. So look at these treats. He's like, oh yeah. I do want. He can't have them all, Dexy. You can't have them all. Oh, look. Look, should we give him one? Oh, I think I gotta put his snoot on first. So let's see if this very delicious treat is a hit or a fail. It's all about him. Let's check out the verdict. See, going, oh, yep, going back. Going back for that second piece. Oh, yeah. Is it a hit? Is it a hit? Yeah? If you think your dogs would like the berry delicious treat, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so that you can be notified of upcoming videos. And if you want to dive deeper into your dog's behavior, training, and care, do check out our Patreon page. The link is below. Until next time, remember to pause and enjoy life, and we will see you in the next video.